Well, hello, all you wonderful people. It's a wonderful day here at Hollywood Studios, formerly MGM Studios. It's a beautiful day, as you can see. It's a little wet, little rainy. This place is supposed to be the Hollywood that was, never and never will be, but the magic of films. That's what Disney's all about. They're all about magic. And as you can see right now, they have taken away a magical structure, which was a hat. The sorcerer's hat is gone now. They have a stage in its place now because Star Wars Weekends is here. And if you like Star Wars, if you're a Star Wars fan, so you remember what happened at Star Wars, famous Star Wars. You got like a cantina, you got all these people, they come out and they're coming out in the cantina, and you don't know who shoots first. Who does shoot first? I'll tell you who shoots first. Han, because if you're part of the, if you like the original movies, of course you know Han shoots first. So remember that. But we're here for a specific reason. Come with me. We're all getting wet, except for my cameraman. Which if you turn it right around, you see he's got an umbrella. Obviously, I got the short stick on this one. This is why we're here. The man's Chinese theater, not like why we're all here on this planet, while we're here at Hollywood Studios. Disney and TMC, not to be confused with TMZ, has made a combination and have changed a great movie ride. A ride that has started off in, where are we? Hollywood Studios, MGM Studios, and it's been the same ride for a long time. Last week, they changed it. I hear Robert Osborne's in there giving a dissertation. But first, I want to see all the celebrities that have been here. Sorry, it's TCM. I'm dyslexic and I'm also get things backwards. Come on, the Rocketeer. He blasted out of here. Who could forget Alan Alda, who even left his nose right here, right in the ground here. I can fit my nose right there too. And this guy's just a jerk. And Leonard Nimoy here is boldly gone where no man has gone before. But I got a question for you. Why are the Klingons in the old show, why are they just gold? Why are they now ribbed? Someone explain this to me. I want explanations. As you can see right here from this line, this is the longest this line's been in a very long time. People are excited to see Robert Osborne and talk about movies. Introduce you to the guy who's filming behind me. He's in a white shirt, which was a terrible, terrible decision on a wet day. What were you thinking? This is Alex. What were you thinking, Alex?
I wanted to show my man chest.
There we go, right there. Everyone want to see it? If you like that, give a thumbs up for that, please.
Scott.
Yeah.
Take off your jacket, you're inside.
Oh, excuse me, I don't want to be rude. They put these new moving signs here that change magically. Like, we have the ability to change posters now. We truly live in the future, my friend. Did you know that's the dress for Titanic?
I did not know that.
Well, she sunk because she didn't thunk about sharing her board with Leonardo DiCaprio. She could have done it. You know, this spells Toho, if you look at it in English, which is the same company that made the Godzilla flicks. But if you read it in Chinese, it probably means what it means in Chinese.
Birdie. What you looking at, Mr. Birdie? You're looking at Scott Birdie.
They say that Disney World is a happy place. They think of happy things here. That's why they like to show The Exorcist on screen. Nothing I can think about that movie doesn't say happy, joy, family friendly. What? It's Indiana Jones. Oh. Well, that's an explosion. There he is. Hello, Indiana Jones. How are you?
Robert Osborne, host of Turner Classic Movies, here to take you behind the scenes of some of the greatest movies in Hollywood history. Science fiction films have been a staple of filmmakers going all the way back to 1902, when French director Georges Méliès made a short called A Trip to the Moon. But that movie was a fanciful take on the idea of interplanetary travel. Things began to take a decidedly darker turn, though, in the 1950s. The space race with the Soviet Union was heating up for real. The threat of communism loomed as the Cold War dominated headlines. Sci-fi films began to reflect a sense of paranoia and distrust. The sense of wonder faded and was replaced by a deep suspicion. Hostile forces beyond our control were lurking, invisible and unpredictable. And so an element of terror began to infiltrate the science fiction film. The Thing from Another World is a perfect example of this marriage of two genres. An alien visits Earth, science fiction, but exhibits the taste for human blood, pure horror. Well, The Thing, as this movie is best known, shares a common theme, common to many science fiction films of the 50s, the conflict between science and the military, a natural byproduct of the atomic age. At the North Pole, a military aircraft is sent to investigate a possible UFO.
A million years of history awaiting for us in that ice.
They mistakenly destroy the craft, but its alien pilot remains frozen in a block of ice. Well, eventually the creature escapes and embarks on a ruthless rampage, needing blood to survive and to multiply. Despite fighting for their lives, a debate brews between the camp's lead scientists and the captain leading the expedition. The scientists insist that the aliens' value to mankind's understanding of the universe outweighs anything, even their own lives.
Knowledge is more important than life, Captain.
Released just 5 years after the original Thing in 1956, Forbidden Planet was a groundbreaking film on many levels. For starters, it was produced on a lavish budget at a time when science fiction films were generally bargain basement affairs. They were becoming, however, very profitable, so the writers were stunned when they were granted $1 million to shoot the film. A lot of money in the mid-50s, most of which went into the groundbreaking special effects. Robbie the Robot alone cost in the neighborhood of $125,000.
You are a robot, aren't you? That is correct, sir.
Forbidden Planet is also remarkable in that it's one of the first films to depict humans traveling in a starship.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Hollywood. Your journey is just about to begin.
It's also the first film set entirely in another world, far from the planet Earth, a plot point that we take for granted today. In Forbidden Planet.
So now instead of just having trailers of the movie on here at the Great Movie Ride inside the theater of the main Chinese theater, they actually have Robert.
Welcome to the Great Movie Ride. In just a few moments, the doors behind you will open and your magical journey into the movies will begin. Upon entering our Hollywood soundstage, we ask that you please keep your parties together. Refrain from eating, drinking, smoking.
We're being spoken to by the great voice in the sky. It's telling us what to do. But it's really interesting. It goes from one genre to another genre, talking about, like, right now they're talking about Alien, how the movies like Forbidden Planet and The Thing from Another World, which if you watch Halloween, the whole movie, The Thing, is being showed the entire film, and Michael Myers watches it the entire movie. You can actually take the movie Halloween and know what part you're out if you know where The Thing is. Which, by the way, The Thing's a carrot. The Thing is literally a vegetable if you watch the movie. But there's a great part where he gets lit on fire, which you see right here. There he is, lit on fire. But it's cool that they actually made it from one point to another to show what the ride has in it. Excuse me, what the ride contains in it. So they go from original horror to new horror, though it's in the 70s when Alien was made. But it's very cool to see that they've changed it up, and they really have made it like a dissertation. Like, you learn a lot more about the sci-fi movie, and you learn more about the film that you're about to see instead of just a trailer, which is just kind of something that doesn't make any sense. Of course, Robert Osborne is like TCM God, because all NTT. He comes out and he talks about films before you watch him on TMC on TCM, excuse me, the classic movies, and the lights have turned on, and now you can actually see me. And let me tell you, it's pretty cool to see that, and I'm excited to see what the future lies for this ride. I know I'm excited. I think this guy's excited too. Yeah, he's excited. How Robert Osborne will educate us on film this time.
Robert Osborne.
Thank you. Hooray for Hollywood indeed. What better way to start our journey? From the Old West to the rooftops of London and along the yellow brick road, there really is no place like the movies. One of Hollywood's significant contributions to the world of film were great musicals. This scene is from one of my favorites, the 1933 Busby Berkeley spectacular Footlight Parade. Singing in the Rain.
Here's Gene Kelly singing in the rain. Literally.
Here's one of the quintessential Disney musicals, Mary Poppins, starring Julie Andrews and Dick Van Dyke. This classic earned 13 Academy Award nominations.
Jim History, I love this song.
Film, The Seedy Underbelly of Chicago from The Public Enemy, starring James Cagney. Released in 1931 before strict censorship rules were enforced, Publicans is a gritty, realistic, and violent look at the world of gangsters of the Depression era.
No boring game, anyways.
I've seen this before.
Leads out seeing your fancy car is once again easy to beat it. Come on, red light.
John Wayne and Clint Eastwood are two of the iconic stars who epitomize this ideal of the stoic gunslinger.
That sounds like a guy I robbed once.
Oh, John Wayne, I'm not gonna cry. I'm gonna build an airport, put my name on it. John Wayne.
Remain in your vehicle. The area you are entering is extremely dangerous. Proceed with caution.
Someone left a spray bottle here in Alien.
Here's from that legendary collaboration is Harrison Ford as archaeologist Indiana Jones in Raiders of the Lost Ark. Jewel that beckons to all, but be warned, the temptation always leads to destruction. With your lives.
Tarzan sidekick Cheetah, who was portrayed by over a dozen different JMC actors for years.
Here's Humphrey Bogart in his most famous film role. In 1942, Bogey finally got his spread his wings to romance the beautiful Ingrid Bergman
Inside of
in
his repulsion
Casablanca.
along the victim. Part of his work, the thing that keeps him going.
Well, horror information for you. The same guy who was a Nazi in this film was a symbolist from the Cabinet of Dr. Caligari, one of the first original horror movies, German expressionist horror films. If it was for that film, there wouldn't be Frankenstein.
Into one of the most beloved and most watched films in movie history, The Wizard of Oz.
Toto, I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore.
This guy's got pot hair.
Who killed my sister? Who killed the Witch of the East? Was it you?
No, it was an accident. I didn't mean to kill anybody.
Well,
Who's that guy?
pretty.
He did it.
We hope you've enjoyed our tour through some of my favorite films, but remember, there are many more adventures waiting for you every day on TCM.
We didn't need dialogue. We had faces.
Wait a minute. You ain't heard nothing yet. Step in time!
You best start believing in ghost stories, Miss Turner.
Is it safe?
I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore.
I'm a man. Well, nobody's perfect. Shut up.
at you, kid.
Stuff that dreams are made of. I hope you've enjoyed our ultimate celebration of classic movies.
Somebody had
Remember, you can find many more beloved stories and legendary stars on Turner Classic Movies.
On behalf of Disney's Hollywood Studios and Turner Classic Movies, we'd like to thank you for joining us on the Great Movie Ride.
Well, Alex, we just got off of the Robert Osborne Experience, aka the Great Movie Ride, now presented by TCM. I can say it right now. I'm in white, you're in white. Well, this is crazy. We're going back into the wet world. What did you think about the ride?
Good.
It's not much of a change, but it's more educational. It's more, you know, like, here's the movies and here's the backstories on the films and the films that made these films. Like, there's a little bit more of a history, which is kind of weird because when you go to a theme park, you're expecting, this is a ride, it goes fast, you go fast on this ride. This is more like a museum piece, like something that you would see at a little of intro class and intro to film studies. Which would you say, you went to film for film? Yeah. Would you not say this would be a very good intro to film studies? Like, this is the wonder of film. I feel like I want to watch TCM now because they mentioned it a couple times that
just a few
that I should see it. I mentioned in there, you see the witch in there, you know, when there's two shots done of that where she went down the hatch. I mean, in there it's an animatronic, so she goes down to one shot, but in the movie, she goes down too early, and you can see the trap door. And the second shot that they did that's not in the film, the trap door doesn't go down, and the fire that goes off, she disappears in a flame of fire. And her makeup was flammable, was inflammable. Yeah. I guess someone got the mixture wrong. She got badly burned, didn't want to do the shot again, so they went with the shot that's in the movie. A little fun fact for you guys. Now, I mean, I would say you can do it, I can do it, we can all do it, but we did a nice ride. Now it's time to do some Star Wars. What do you think? Let's do some Star Wars.
Sounds good. Yeah.
Here's a great example of being on a Hollywood set. This is a cinematographer. He's behind the camera. Might be confused as the director. But what he's actually doing is waiting for catering. He's saying, hey, I want a sandwich too. Sandwich man. Well, I mean, Alex really didn't have a lot to say about the Turner Classic Movies presents the Great Movie Ride. Let me ask someone who's really in charge. So what did you think about the ride? You got an H. Move the umbrella.
I'm sorry.
We got an AT-AT here. It's not an ATST. That's a chicken walker. Is it an ATST or an AT-AT?
AT-AT.
AT-AT. ATST is a chicken walker. You don't want to be a chicken walker because you're a chicken. McFly, I'm going to get you. You see the guys up there? They're those General Akbar characters. Do you know, Alex, do you happen to know the name of the General Akbar character's race?
No.
It's a Mon calamari. Hey, do you like squid? I like squid. Squid tastes good. We're in Star Wars. Look, there's R2-D2 and C-3PO. Now, I bet you didn't know this, but this is actually a prequel of the ride. The original ride took place in the original series, but to make it so this could be in the past and experience episode 1, 2, and 3. Did you see my disgust? I don't know. It got dark there. Did you see my disgust? If you didn't see my disgust there. But this is actually a prequel. This is before the events of the original Star Tours ride, if you didn't know that. And speaking of that, here's Pee-wee Herman from the original Star Tours ride. They sent him here as a mistake, and they didn't know if they should use him or not. And then they decided to use him, and bada bing, bada boom, that's why he's in the future. But he's not here now because he's not ready yet. That's why he gets C-3PO. Oh, spoiler! C-3PO is the driver. I'm going on Star Wars. Me too. I got a Star Tours. It's over there.
Transport hold for security clearance.
We got the prequels. I'm not satisfied. Are you satisfied? No, we got the prequels. We're not satisfied. So, heck it, we're going to Tower of Terror. And it's going to be terrifying. Hi, I'm that worm thing from Empire Strikes Back, and I want to tell you all about the horrible genocide of my people. They're all right here. This is terrible. I was made in Sri Lanka. I'm a crab thing, or a worm thing from Empire Strikes Back. You know, this is what it... Roaming the halls of the SciFi Drive-In Theater, and let me tell you, I found something quite shocking. And no, it's not this house on Haunted Hill sign. Complimentary water, don't mind if I do. It's in this beautiful glass here. So good. You know, it's funny. They designed this whole area of Sunset Strip for the Tower of Terror, the Hollywood Tower Hotel. They made it all this big design right up there. So it's a glorious entranceway to make this hotel look like a giant, monstrous force at the end of a road. And then you just look this way and they put that randomly right there. So it's like, oh look, here's the giant scary building. Oh, so there's a roller coaster over here. Giant scary building. Roller coaster right here. Giant scary building. Roller coaster. Giant roller coaster. So it's like 1930s, 1940s, and then present day. Yeah, I liked it when you said like one word. That was like multiple words. Plants are getting a lot of water out here, don't you think?
Come play with us.
That's not even a response. That's like... They can't even finish their games. They get so distracted. But look at this creepy, spooky statue. I would have liked to be the guy who's like, I'm going to put this cobweb right here. Done. Through there. She went through a door. She never came out. Are you a brown noser? I don't know if you can see that. It's brown nosed.
You guys been on this?
Yeah, we went on it earlier.
Elevator travels directly to the Twilight Zone.
You know, the queue for the Tower Terror ride kind of looks like Freddy Krueger's boiler room, but there's no Freddy Krueger here. You got your one word. What do you say?
Yeah.
Thank you.
In just a moment, the world-famous service elevator will be dropping in to take you to your dooms. Rooms, your rooms. We begin boarding from row 6 down to row 1. That's 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just like you remember. Your seatbelt will pull out from the left side, and the left side only. Trust me, someone call me an expert. It won't go the other way. Do hold on to any loose articles you'll keep with you during your stay, including hats, glasses, backpacks, and most importantly, loved ones, which I never seem to hold on to. A word from our concierge.
To our valued guests. All right, Alex, I'm satisfied. You can do it. I can do it. We can all do it.